Allah has made the family structure called the usra in the creation of the human being. So what happens is the woman, she has her husband, her man, and it's not appropriate for other people to look at somebody else's woman, and that's why the woman, she wears the hijab. And that's something that's very much disliked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because when the woman shows her beauty to everybody, and then that goes against what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created in the human being, in the family structure, and Allah has made very big punishments for that, including the 100 lashes if a person was never married before, and even being stoned to death if somebody was previously married. So that's something very serious in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is, if somebody, they have the sexual relation without doing it the proper way, which it is allowed to do in the marriage. And people that do this, it's called, in Arabic, the term is called zina. And what happens, zina is completely forbidden, and what leads to the zina is also forbidden. So therefore, a person should not stare at another woman that leads to the zina. That's not allowed. But what is allowed and considered to be the sunnah, considered to be virtuous, is if a person, they do the lawful legal marriage in Islam, and that's something that's considered to be a sunnah, considered to be virtuous. So things that lead to the marriage, that's not the same as the things that lead to the zina. So when a person is proposing to a woman, and the man, he's hesitant to make the proposal to her, it's allowed for him to look at her, what she normally shows to her family and things like that, with her wali, with her guardian present, so that would lead to him to marry her. Because it's not something that's leading to the zina, it's something that's leading to something virtuous. So therefore it has a slightly more lenient ruling on that, because it's encouraging a person to do something that's lawful and do something that is virtuous. And bear in mind that the woman, she should only have one husband, not the whole public staring at her. So that's the thing to keep in mind. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordained. And the other thing to bear in mind is that a person, they should fulfill the nikah, the marriage, right away. Then everything is lawful for the person, and they won't be falling into these forbidden acts. And Allah knows best, and peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.